The primary fuels in Kenya's cooking fuel market are charcoal, firewood, LPG, etc. But as Kenya gears towards a circular economy, there is need for businesses and even for us as citizens to start adopting clean fuel. But what is clean fuel? What would you say is clean fuel or clean energy? Today I am joined by Sophie Odupoing, the Public Affairs Manager for KOKO Networks, who is going to tell us exactly how KOKO Fuel is providing an alternative clean fuel that is affordable and safe. Thank you very much for joining us. So Sophie, what is KOKO Networks and KOKO Fuel?
KOKO Networks is a technology company that operates out of Kenya that seeks to provide transformative solutions to solve a lot of the problems facing people in sub-Saharan Africa. And one of the areas where we have started this is specifically within the cooking sector. Our founders took recognition of the fact that people use firewood and charcoal, which leads to deforestation, and realized this is not sustainable. In the long term, we need a solution that is sustainable, that addresses SDG 7, providing clean cooking fuel for people in a sustainable manner. So that is how they innovated and came up with a product that we call KOKO Fuel, which is a combination of a cocoa improved cooker and KOKO Fuel, which is bioethanol.
Who, in this case, are your customers? Who are you targeting, and why that specific market?
Within Kenya, over 75% of people use firewood or charcoal. And if you think about why would they use firewood or charcoal, it's purely an affordability issue and accessibility. Unless we address this 75% within Kenya, they will keep using products that, as we said, they're not renewable. You cut down trees, it takes a long time for another tree to grow. So our primary target is for us to convert the people who are using these fuels that are not sustainable, that are also unhealthy. We want to convert them to an option that is affordable, but more importantly, that is safe.
Wengi wetu tunakaa kwa nyumba zi single room. Na hiyo moshi. Hii ukiweka uko very comfortable na ni safe kwa watoto, maana haiwezi waka moto ama ilipuke.
We serve from both the kidogo or kadogo economy to the bigger, so you can buy as little as 30 shillings to a maximum of 161 shillings.
Once we convince them of what we are offering, they actually see the value for money and they're able to change from using firewood and charcoal or even kerosene to using cocoa. In Kenya, every year, we lose about 21,560 people from household air pollution. The KOKO fuel, what we provide, does not produce any smoke. It is clean fuel. Yeah? You light it, you do your cooking, then you turn it off. There is no additional any gas that is emitted within your environment. So you're operating within a clean environment. So we are providing a solution that does not produce, does not emit any gas, does not emit any smoke, is clean. You can actually see the fuel as it's cooking, you can turn it off.
The cooker, it is not the same stove. You know, stove have a smell. When a customer finishes to cook, it must take outside there. But the cooker is clean, it's okay. If you put off there, there's no that bad smell.
Where I refill the cooker from is this hatch. Only operates when this is off. So in case the regulator was on and you are cooking, then I'm not able to refill the cooker itself. So first I have to switch off or turn off the cooker before I can open this hatch to enable me to refill the cooker. So same operation that we did there, again simple to use to everyone. So we just dock and twist, and then fuel now will go into the cooker. Once it's full, automatically it will stop. And then just still to demonstrate, if you have the canister there and you try to put it on so that you light it, again, it can't work.
Deforestation is not just about the aesthetics of a country. We are also talking about impacts on our land. Yeah? So you cut trees, the rainforest is gone, so our lands cannot produce agricultural food. So how are solutions like KOKO Fuel ensuring that we contribute or you contribute towards food security in the country?
Once we target the people who are repeatedly using firewood and charcoal and transition them to using sustainable KOKO fuel, then you're able to ensure that trees are not being cut. Our plan is we eventually roll it out to all households. And once we do that, think about how few trees will be cut. We will give an opportunity for the trees that are being planted right now to meet our 10% cover. We'll give them an opportunity to grow and be able to provide the forest cover, as you're saying, and also make sure that Kenya, which relies on agriculture for sustainability, we can see a long-term future for agriculture in Kenya.
As much as you try to make sure that your products are available and affordable, from a business perspective, how are you dealing with competition? Right now we face a challenge because there is import duty and VAT imposed on the cooker stove, and there is VAT and import duty imposed on ethanol. This is about 41%. So you have a 41% cost tax on the cooker and a 41% on the ethanol. As a business, as you said, you ideally pass that tax on to the consumer. For us to make our product affordable, we've taken the decision right now to absorb that tax. And that is why we are able to serve over 150,000 households within the Greater Nairobi area. We are appealing to the government for VAT exemptions in the short term for us to be able to bring Kenyans, to bring more and more Kenyans within the fold of being able to transition to ethanol. Currently, Kenya suffers a lot from unemployment rates, and especially among the youth. So how is your solution providing jobs in Kenya? Okay. So I'll look at it from twofold. One, just looking at KOKO itself, we currently have over 450 employees within the Greater Nairobi. So if you project to countrywide expansion, you can see how the numbers would grow.
Looking back or just doing a reflection of how we have been able to develop this. So it's all local. We pride ourselves in having the best engineers in Kenya. Sorry to say that. Yes. From design phase to prototype, to test units, to the first commercial unit, all of it has been done here. We have done about 700 of them just here in Nairobi through a team of very good engineers and other operational people.
When got to enter to this job, I have a lot of debt, even in the bank. But now I already sorted out through the support from the KOKO.
We put our KOKO ATMs or KOKO points in neighborhoods, in dukas. Right now we have 700 people. So we are providing additional employment. You can go and set up the KOKO ATM. So we are providing these people with an additional avenue for income, an income stream, which means maybe they can also employ someone.
To me, I benefit from the KOKO because now I have 3 kids in school. So to pay the fees, it is not hard now to me, because before it was some difficulty, but now every month I get some good money from KOKO and I pay.
More importantly, we want to grow the ethanol market. Ethanol right now is a byproduct of molasses. So the demand we have for ethanol right now cannot be sustained by the current sugar industry. We want to encourage farmers to take up not only sugarcane farming for ethanol, specifically for ethanol production, but also to grow cassava. Cassava is a very good alternative that can actually produce ethanol.
Currently in Kenya, what is the clean energy market like in general?
We are part of the journey to make sure that ethanol is given its rightful place as one of the alternatives to achieve this clean energy. LPG is another solution. We know solar has gained a lot of prominence in Kenya. So the government is very clear that there are multiple avenues that can enable it achieve its objective. It's providing the framework to enable each private sector player invest and reap the investment. So it's an ongoing discussion. Yeah? It is something that we hope we will have in place the mechanisms to enable us achieve the 2028 target.
For Florence and 500,000 other Kenyans using KOKO Fuel today, it may just be about efficiency and safety for their children, but the impacts go beyond social to environmental and economic benefits. Did you know that by adopting clean fuel, Kenya could actually save up to 2.5 billion shillings? I'm Josephine Wawira from Sustainable Inclusive Business under the Kenya Private Sector Alliance Foundation.